Trojan family, what's up, baby? USCJ here, USCJ here, USCJ. Once again, we on the case. Yes, I said it. USCJ, we are on the case once again. Listen, man, USCJ had to put his Inspector Gadget investigation glasses on, and I had to get to it, man. I had to get to it, and I'm gonna tell you why, man. Listen, like, share, subscribe. USCJ32 on Instagram, USCJ32 on Twitter. Now, I need you guys to like, share, and subscribe. And hit that share button because it drives up those algorithms. All right, like, share, subscribe. USCJ. Hey, but check this out. So I'm looking in my comment section, and when I see this comment, and a guy kind of addresses a situation, and he says this. He says, do you guys really think, as USC fans, that Illinois is basically, and this is not verbatim, but just kind of let me tell you because he had Illinois in there, and I think he had Rutgers in there, and I think he had Arizona, but he said, do you guys think, as USC fans, that you're going to be so excited, basically, with seeing Illinois? Do you think it's going to be basically a packed stadium with Illinois? So he's basically saying, and he addressed Arizona as well. So he's basically saying Illinois is equivalent to Arizona. So in other words, he was saying that the conference you're going to is just kind of like the Pac-12, but you know, you're going to have those same type of teams: Illinois, Arizona, Rutgers, and and you guys remember. I want you guys to really reflect back and remember. I told you guys this a while back, and this was no hating on the SEC. This was no just having ill feelings toward them. But I said when we were talking about bowl games and we were talking about conferences, I said this back then, and I had no idea that USC would be getting in the same conference as the Big Ten. But I said USC. I said the Big Ten from top to bottom, to me, in my opinion, was a pretty good conference, was the best conference, even better than the SEC. And the reason, my number one reason was when you look at it from top to bottom. I said from top to bottom, you look at it Michigan, when you look at it Penn State, when you look at it Wisconsin, when you look at it a school like Iowa, when you look at all these different schools, and I can really remember and really reflect back, because I remember like a couple years back, I specifically was watching some bowl games, and I think it might be like the Outback Bowl, one of those games where the SEC and the Big Ten play, in schools like Iowa, or Penn State or Wisconsin. I would see them, sometimes they would just be manhandling some of those SEC teams. And I wasn't hating, but I'm just saying to myself, like, and this was not, it wasn't even on the radar for us getting ready to come to the Big Ten. But it was just in my observations, my personal observations. I don't even think I've spoken to nobody else, but my personal observations, I said, man, the Big Ten just be handling some of these teams. And so in my mind, in my process of elimination of information, I started putting other teams like some of these SEC teams to the side, because I realized that some of them were a fraud. And you guys remember, I mean, look at the bowl games last year. Look at the bowl. You can just do some research on some of the bowl games. You look at whether it's Auburn, whether it's Tennessee, all these schools that lost major bowl games, man. I mean, it didn't make any sense, man. And you think that, they pump these teams up, SEC, you got Tennessee, who's not that good. You got Mississippi State, not that good. You got Vanderbilt, we know that's not that good. You got Ole Miss, who just really last year had the first good season, and when they went to the bowl game, they got whooped by Baylor real bad. And so you got all these schools. Arkansas is the only school I'm gonna give a little credit that's coming back, because I said this before. I said the SEC is really just a top-heavy conference. You got Georgia and Alabama, and it's really, after that, it's just really a huge drop-off. LSU, we can't give them the credit, because last year they got whooped by Kansas State in the bowl game. And of course, you guys know they went to UCLA last year, and UCLA, man, the transfer running back from Michigan, who happens to be from California, Charbonnet, just ran all over LSU. LSU just got worked on last year by UCLA. So I can't give them the credit. I don't see Big Ten teams. I see you guys going to say, USCJ, now you're going to the Big Ten. Now you're going to be a homer. No, I said this. You guys go check it out. A few videos back, probably a couple months ago. I said I felt like the Big Ten. Some of you guys hit me in the comment section. Tell me if you remember that. I said the Big Ten is a better conference than the SEC. And I had no idea that this was on the radar. Now, what brings me to this is that I seen Paul Feinbaum and a couple other analysts as this big move happened. And they said this move was bigger, talking about the move from the Big Ten to for USC and UCLA. They said this move was bigger than the Texas, Oklahoma move to the SEC. This move was bigger than that. And I just said to myself, I said, wow, what makes this, and I already had in my mind anyway that this was the best conference. But when they said that, I just wanted to process what makes this the best conference. Now, what makes this the biggest move? Now, not only, in my opinion, because of the market, now that the Big Ten is really tapping into a TV market from the California, DC, New York, Chicago, they're tapping into all the major markets. But when you look at it from a perspective of blue blood programs, I went back and I looked at it, and here it is right here. Here it is right here. This is Sports Illustrated. And you had a bunch of people that voted. And they said, what are the blue blood programs of college football? And this is nothing that's biased. Sports Illustrated is a huge magazine. A lot of people follow that. Now, here it is right here. You got 8 of them. They put 8 of them on here. And just so you guys will know this, you go look it up for yourself. This article here from the blue blood programs is this. Hold on. I want you guys to hear this. This is January 23rd, 2022. So this was the beginning of the year. This is it. It says 8 football programs named True Blue Bloods. True Blue Bloods. You got True Blue Bloods that are 8 football programs. And so here it is right here. And so it says number 1 is going to be Alabama. Number 2 is going to be Ohio State. Number 3 is going to be Oklahoma. Number 4 is going to be Notre Dame. Number 5 is going to be Nebraska. Number 6 is going to be Michigan. Number 7 is going to be, number 8. Number 7 is going to be USC. And number 8 is going to be Texas. Now, you're going to say, wow, 8 blue blood programs. How in the world is USC, Michigan, Nebraska, Ohio State, all of these in one conference now? Because that is very, very powerful. Now, somebody might say this. Somebody might say, well, why is Nebraska? Why are they considered to be a blue blood program? Now, some of you guys that may be younger, you guys might not remember how powerful Nebraska was. Nebraska was a powerhouse. 5 national championships, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. You had Lawrence Phillips, man, Tommy Frazier, even Scott Frost, the Nebraska coach. Now you got Osborne. I think he was the coach. Man, these guys, you had major power play type of guys, man. Nebraska was a powerhouse, man. They had that crazy run offense, man. I mean, the quarterback was running, the running back was running, man. It was just ridiculous, man. And you guys hit me in the comment section. Tell me what you think. This is what makes it so significant. And then when you add the factor that Notre Dame possibly getting in there, you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 8 teams. 5 teams will be blue blood programs that the Big Ten has. And you're going to sit here and tell me if Notre Dame gets in there, they got 4 now. You're going to tell me that the SEC is better than that? Man, come on. And we don't even want to talk about basketball because even on this list here, it makes reference to basketball. It makes reference here. It says in college basketball, it's a pretty short list with Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky, Kansas, Indiana, and UCLA making the short list. And so listen, UCLA, they're a powerhouse in basketball, man, let alone that they're good in football as well. So listen, man, you guys hit me in the comment section. Tell me what you think, man. Like, share, subscribe. USCJ32. Is the Big Ten the best conference now? Does it solidify it? Does it just close it down? Does it lock it down now that they're in here, man? You guys hit me in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. USCJ32 on Twitter. USCJ32 on Instagram. Fight on, fight on, fight on.